What I do in
PM.
football
Not
because
a
it's a
huge
lot on
trade,
your
not a
body. You
surprising
know,
trade,
Tunney,
but a trade
he's a great
nevertheless. We've
player,
been waiting
but you
for
got
one
to
of
do a
these
lot in
dominoes to
football.
fall as it relates to a veteran player landing with a new
Ain't
franchise.
close.
49ers GM John Lynch said this week,
Different sides of the spectrum.
DeeBo Samuel has asked to be traded,
Hey, Trav,
and
I know
they're
you're
going
gonna
to
see
honor
this,
the
but
request,
until you can get
which
in that
means this
cage,
was
you hear me? Just the
inevitable.
batting cage.
And so
I
the
don't even
news
want no real
breaks
picture.
Saturday
Just the
around dinner
machine.
time. 49ers have a
Tell
deal to
them to turn
send
it up
DeeBo
to
Samuel
90,
to the Washington
95 horsepower.
Commanders
Let me see you
for a
hit it.
fifth-round pick.
Just a fastball. I
$17.55
ain't talking about
million
no
is what
slider. I
he's
ain't
due to
talking about
make
no
this year.
curve.
I've seen others say it's more like
I ain't talking about
21.7.
no sinker.
Maybe I
Hey,
missed
you talking about
something,
the
and that's
changeup?
entirely
You ain't talking
possible.
about
But
no
I went back to the
fastballs,
original
just
calculations
straight
we did when we
the
broke down the
most
DeeBo
difficult
Samuel
thing to do in
contract
this world
extension that was signed
is
in
hit a baseball coming at you.
2022.
Just a
17.55 million
fastball.
is what I
That's it.
calculate
Just a
this to
fastball.
be. Last year, the
As difficult as
contract,
the game of
free
football
agent
is,
in
and I love you,
2026,
you're an
remains
exceptional
to be
talent.
seen whether or not he
Yes.
wants a new deal on
But
the way
it's
through
not
the
even
door,
comparable.
whether or not
But
maybe
if you
they
think
have an
about it,
agreement in
we
place
can
to
only-
give
we
him a
can
new
only-
deal. If so, that has
Ochos.
yet to
Man,
come to light.
We can only
Might
track
just be
2
they
players
send a fifth-round pick
in Major League
for 1 year.
history.
And then they'll decide what they're going to do when
play
2026
baseball,
rolls
pitch,
around.
and
This is a
hit.
calculated risk
Oh,
for
we're talking
the
about
Commanders.
Babe
On
Ruth,
one
and
hand,
we're talking about
you've got
Shohei
Adam
Ohtani.
Peters, the
Yes,
GM
sir.
of the team, who
Troy Brown,
knows
we
a thing or
saw
two about
Troy
DeeBo Samuel
Brown do
because
that with the
he was the
Patriots.
assistant GM
Play
in
offensive
San
defense.
Francisco
Yeah.
when Samuel
Yes.
got
Brian Jordan
his
did
latest
it.
deal. And remember all
Time
that
did it.
ugliness from 2022?
Do you see the
Samuel
level?
was done
Shohei
with the
Ohtani is
49ers.
the
He wanted
best
to be
player
traded
in
back to the East
baseball.
Coast. There are all these
Very
different reasons and
He could be a number one
explanations, and
starter
it felt like they
on your
were
pitching
headed in
staff,
separate directions, and then
and
boom, they did the deal.
A slugger.
Now, with 1 year left on that contract,
he can hit for
there's a
average,
new
hit for
deal in
power.
place.
He
At
can
least
run the base.
a new team in place. We'll see whether or not that new
Trav, I love
contract
you, bro.
comes. For the 49ers,
The hardest thing to do, and I've
they've got
talked to a
Brandon
lot
Ayuk
of guys
coming
that
off
did.
of torn
I
ACL. They've got Ricky
talked to both.
Pearsall, who had a
Both said the
solid
hardest thing to
rookie
do is hit a
season,
baseball.
especially we
I talked
consider
to
what happened
Ty.
to him on
Now,
Labor Day
we talking about
weekend. They
two of the
may
greatest
have to go out
athletes to have ever
and
played.
try to
You name
enhance
us
the
for
receiving
Bo
core
and Ty
elsewhere. But this was
of the
about
top
recognizing
five.
that
Okay, if you want Jim
for
Thorpe
their
or whoever else
perspective,
you want to put into
the
this
time had
equation.
come to move
But I
on to
tell you
DeeBo
this,
Samuel.
Bo
And it's
Jackson
possible that
and
the change
Ty
of scenery
are two
will make
of the
all the
top five
difference.
athletes
His numbers
we've
were
ever
not great
seen.
last year.
Yeah.
He had
And
that
both of
career
those
high
guys
in
told me
2020.
hitting the baseball
It's
is the
tailed off since
hardest
then.
thing to do.
Who
Very
knows?
difficult.
Who
Very
knows
difficult.
if you can turn the clock back? He's 29.
Very
He's got a lot of
difficult.
wear
And
and
to do it
tear,
at that
a lot of
level? Now,
hard yards,
we're gonna
right?
have-
Not
we're
a
gonna
lot of
see you, Trav, come
separation
in.
down the
Now,
field, big catches, a
Ocho,
lot of get the
Yeah.
ball
We've
and,
seen Shohei Ohtani
and
at
just
the
plow
highest
your
level
way
do it.
through defenders.
Yeah.
Remember, they discovered
And
what
be
a
an
great
all-star
running back
and
he
be an
was in
MVP.
the 21 season.
Now, Trav,
So the real
you
question
have
is
to
going
get
to
one of
be
them all-stars.
how
You
much
have to
is
get
left
to
in the
Pro Bowl
tank?
now.
Is there an accumulation
To match
of
There's a chance he could
hits
do it. There's a chance
that
he could do
will
it his
keep
rookie
him
year.
from being
Especially
For sure.
a number one or a number two? And right now, Terry
rookie,
McLaurin's the number one
the last-
in DC. When you look at their
As a
slate
DB or a
of
wide
free
receiver?
agents, 28 and all,
last
a lot
wide
of
receiver I
receivers
heard come out
whose
with this kind
contracts
of
are
confidence
expiring,
and say
like
some of the
De'Ami
things
Brown.
he's saying and live up to everything
just
he's
to name a
saying,
few.
was
And there are
Jamar
4 or
Chase.
5 of them in all
You know, it wasn't
that are due to
outlandish
become
or something like this,
free
but
agents.
saying
Terry
confidence,
McLaurin, the only
confidence that
recognizable
Travis
name
Hunter had,
that is under
and,
contract
Jamar Chase
for
said, I'm coming
2025
into the
other
league.
than Luke
I got drafted
McCaffrey,
by the Bengals,
draft pick last
and we're
year, who
coming
may
in,
see
and I'm
some
breaking every record.
increased
every record.
opportunities
He ain't
if
lie.
And he ain't
more
lying.
of these
He stood on
guys
business
who are
about
due to be
everything
free
he
agents
said,
move
and
on,
meant it.
and new guys
And
come
Travis
in
Hunter had that
like a
same
DeeBo
type of
Samuel. So there'll
cachet
definitely be a
and
role
same
for
type
him.
of confidence.
Top of the market
That's
is
why I
$35
believe
million.
there's a chance he
17.55 is
can
a
do
good
it.
deal. It's almost such a
He
good
can
deal
do
that
it.
maybe Samuel's going to
But
want
now- now
I'm not
a
saying
new
he-
deal.
I'm
We'll
not saying
see.
he can't.
See
I'm
how
not
that
saying
goes.
that he
But
can't
as I always
do
say,
both. He's
you're
not
going to do a
gonna
new
do.
contract
He's
when
not
you
going to
trade
put the
for a
number
guy.
of
Do it
plays
on the way
that he
in,
did in
because
college.
once you do the
That's
deal, the
difficult.
leverage goes
That's
to the
difficult.
player.
Hey,
It's all got to
he'd
be
have
part
have
of the
condition
transaction. Hey,
of
you want a new team?
a
Fine.
15.
Here's the contract we're offering. Agree to it now. Let's get it done now.
Race
And hell, for all I know, as I sit here saying this,
kinda,
it's possible the reports are already
Yeah,
emerging.
the
We're trying to
kinda
get this
win
thing
and
moving,
lung
get the video
capacity you
posted.
need
So you
to
can hear
do
our
something
immediate analysis
like
of the
that
news
at that
that landed.
extreme level.
Not necessarily out of the blue, but still, we weren't
That's just
expecting
too
it.
much,
Trade in place, 49ers,
just thinking about
Commanders,
exerting that
DeeBo
kind of
Samuel,
energy,
two
messing
Watchmen.
around
And
with-
remember the one caveat,
with-
I mention this
with
all the
Ike
time, because
Taylor
one of these days,
and then being tired. I'm thinking about a 12, 13 play drive.
Yeah.
And now we kick a field goal. Now we come back. Now I'm on defense. Man, stop.
It's different. And he's going to find out there are guys that are closer to his skill set than he previously thought. That's the thing about the NFL, Ocho. You find guys that, hold on, man, I used to be able to do this. I get, wait a minute, damn. Why you still here?
Yeah. At that point, the only thing that separates you is your technique. Yeah. Only thing
it's gonna be interesting to see because even no matter who you think is not a really good receiver,
right.
they were probably better than the receivers that he went against.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing about it. People don't realize like how good the guy you say that's a bum or you don't think he's good.
Mm-hmm.
People don't realize how good they actually are, Joe.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Look who they playing against.
They play against guys that make them look like that.
Right.
It's just like those guys that you see, that guy on the bench, you don't never get in the game. Okay, go down to the wire and play one-on-one and watch what he do to you. Go to Lifetime and watch what he do to you.
Put you in a blender. put you in a blender.
People don't realize like pros, like guys that they get paid to do this.
Uh-huh.
Man, please. You underestimate the jokers, man. You can't do that. Just because the level. I mean, you look at a LeBron and a guy might be the 13th or 14th guy. You like, but that guy.
Yeah.
And this is what I was telling somebody. The guy that you think is the 13th or the 14th guy on the bench, that guy is closer to LeBron than you are to the 13th or the 14th guy on the bench. Think about that, what I just said, Ocho. The 13th or 14th guy on the bench is closer to LeBron than what the guy sitting at home talking ish is to the 13th, 14th guy on the bench.
I got you. I got you. Simply because the fact that he's on the bench, I mean, we'll leave it at that. He's actually on the bench.
Because he's on the bench. Okay. Okay.
That lets you know.
But I'm anxious to see. Look, I said this. I thought DB, because I think he's more sound as a DB than he is as a wide receiver. I think he out athletic. His athleticism gets him by a lot of stuff. Now, not to say that he can't fine tune and get some nuances of the receiver, but I think right now you can just drop him in right now, Ocho, at DB, and he understands, having been coached by time. I think he has his timing, his ball skills are really, really good. And for him to be like long-legged, he can transition really well.
Mm-hmm.
He can get in and out of breaks really well.
Yeah.
He tracks the ball exceptional. Great hands. You know he got great hands, Ocho, because he's a wide receiver. So you know he got great hands. And for him, it's just not good enough for him to knock the ball down. He's trying to take the ball away.
And take it and go the other way with it at that.
Go to the other way.
Chance.
So, the big news of the weekend, Ocho, the